Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. Hope you're all doing very, very well. It's a strange time for me to stream, but yeah, a nice sort of early afternoon stream, something a little bit different time-wise, so that's going to be nice. Might even give people who don't usually get the chance to kind of catch us on live stream a chance to tune in and join us, so that's great. Hopefully meet some new people on board today. So I hope you're all doing very well. We're headed today down from Belfast. Yes, Anna, it is indeed Belfast. Got to love Belfast. Pyrrhu's Belfast is definitely one of the best sceneries in the simulator at the moment. And yeah, we're going to be heading down to Stansted. The obvious choice would, of course, be Gatwick. We do Gatwick so much. And Innerbuild Stansted, still recently out, so thought we'd head down to there. This is a real-world flight, of course, as well. Real-world call sign, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo. In fact, I'm not sure if... I've looked at so many flights in the last couple of hours. I'm not sure if this one is actually due to depart sometime about now, or whether it's delayed at all. So someone can check that out for us. If you're watching on YouTube, then the operational flight plan pinned into the chat as usual, and welcome to our viewers on Twitch as well, where FC87 is also flying to Stansted, but he's departing from Hamburg. So welcome, guys. Huge shout out as always to our amazing channel members supporting us all the way. Hey, Lewis Aviation, good afternoon. How's the Ryanair ops going? Hey, David, Vincent, DC, Joe Woods, good to see you guys. Hey, Liana, Von McLean, Nick's in the house as well, both on Twitch and YouTube, of course. Hey, Mark, Nolex2411, good day. Are you down under, Nolex? Andrew, good to see you as well. So, hey, everybody, thank you so much, and a shout out, of course, to everyone who's coming to the chat, coming and taking your seats. Okay, so I'm going to keep this sort of semi-brief, and that is the briefings to today's flights should be beautifully straightforward. There's nothing major with regards to these two airports that we need to be aware of, although interestingly enough, later on tonight, the main runway at Belfast, which is runway 25, runway 7, depending on which way you're landing, it's actually closed. They must be doing some work or something on it. So you just kind of look in the forecast of the no times for that. So it is going to be closed later on tonight. What then becomes interesting is tonight is also there's some really low cloud based forecast for tonight as well. And the minimums for the other runway is sort of well, it's a short runway, and the minimums are obviously much lower because whilst it's an ILS, I think for runway 17. Which should be fine. The other way around is the minimums, and the planned ceiling is well, it's borderline. So anyone flying in tonight, that could be interesting. Hang on, we've just got intercom from the cabin crew. Yeah, okay. So hello. So the captain, yeah, okay, so they just want to start getting boarded. That's fine, you can start boarding. Right, so let's have a look at the operational flight plan then, and see what's going on there. Where's it gone? Here it is. So a payload of 14 tons, that's fine. Our alternate is Birmingham tonight, cost index of 4, cruise flight level 370, a nice tailwind, 14 knots, that's okay. So nothing really out of the ordinary there, say call sign 36 X-ray Bravo. Oh, Katie Pilot resubbing for Prime. Thank you so much, Katie, for resubs for 3 months. How you doing, Katie? Hope you're doing well. You must be enjoying some much needed time off at the moment. I imagine you're a very, very busy girl in the summer months at the minute. Either that or you've just landed somewhere and you're now putting your feet up on the hotel's free Wi-Fi. Right, let's just crack on getting through this. Shear rate, that's nothing to worry about. And Nick Speedbird464 has gifted 5 subscriptions on Twitch as well. Thank you so much, Nick. Really appreciate that. That's incredible support as always from Nick, our oldest channel member as well on YouTube. So thank you, Nick, for that. Really do appreciate your support, mate. As always. Right, what we got fuel wise? I mean, 5.2 tons, that's fine. CNR's 2.4. Where was the alternate? Birmingham, isn't it? So, yeah, it's not a million miles away. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's no terrain to worry about. Not over the UK. We've got good weather as well. Look at that, we're getting to Stansted. It's just a headwind, no crosswind, and it's all the 9s for the alternates and our destination. So, it's going to be difficult to sort of justify lots of extra fuel on today's flight. Let's have a look at the weather briefing. Just check it's not going to turn rubbish later on. I don't think it is. Look at that. There's no clouds detected at the minute. Winds 250 at 8. Visibility is fine. Few clouds 2,800 feet. Small chance of it later on just dropping down to 8 kilometres of visibility. But again, that's all Cat 1 stuff. Birmingham's fine. Bristol's fine. Manchester. Well, Manchester could be interesting. What's that? The longer the forecasts are, the more interesting they are, to be honest. It just looks like it's going to be showers of rain dropping visibility, but that's going to be early hours tomorrow morning, so that doesn't concern me either. Katie, you got 3 days off today, but then into the sim check on Friday, Saturday, no rest for the wicked. Oh, I see, so you've just come here to brush up on your skills, Katie. That's absolutely happy to help. Oh, bless you. Good luck for the weekend. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You don't need luck. Right, let's have a look. Flight route. Yeah, straightforward. Get a nice view of Manchester and the Pennines if you sat on the left-hand side. No significant weather either, so looks beautiful and fine to me. Sideward profile's good. Yeah, all right. So, what fuel we're going to ask the crew to board? Probably not that much extra. I reckon 5.5 tons should do us. That'll give us just a little bit more for any holds that we need, but I don't anticipate Stansted being that busy. So, yeah, we'll take 5.5 tons of fuel. That'll keep the pencil pushers happy. There's not going to be too much extra there. Nick also gifting 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships over on YouTube as well. That is incredible, Nick. That is 10 gifts you've just provided. Our oldest channel member. Yeah, oldest in time or oldest here. I don't want to try and guess your name, Nick. Your age, Nick. So amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Nick. Really do appreciate that. Hey, Aviator. Good to see you. Tyler2411. Hello. Yeah, so welcome to B1 Aviator, Rex, Carl, and Alex Jones, who've just been gifted that membership by Nick. Make sure you get yourself onto the Discord server as well and into our members lounge and check out the members only streams that we've done as well. Cool. Alright, so now I've worked out what fuel we're going to take. Let's just have a look at the charts and grab some information from here. The jet is parked stand 9 today, one of the remote stands, and we're expecting runway 25 for departure, so not the longest taxi in the world, straight down Alpha and departing full length. Alpha 1 will be the plan. No standard distance departures here, so we get straight up. Once we're happy, then it's left turn direct to Lisbon above 4,000 feet. So that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, nothing there need to worry about. Transition altitude, what is it here? 6,000 feet. That's fine. And we've got the Belfast VOR. Although I think in real life the Belfast VOR is now, is it defunct, unserviceable? So you probably have to deselect it now in the real jet because, well, it's yeah, probably doesn't work anymore. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Nothing, no speed restrictions or anything in regards to that departure, apart from the usual 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Good. Okay, let's get rid of that then. So let's go and find our jet. We'll go get on board. We'll start getting set up, and I think we've also got some air traffic control knocking about as well, which would be nice to see. So let's head to the aircraft. There we are. Look at that. Those clouds are already starting to kind of close in a little bit. Straightforward XR, my day's been good, thank you. All the better now we're here with you guys, though. definitely. Dr. Magic just returned back from the runway visitor park at Manchester. Oh, I hope you had a good day. The weather was decent for you today as well, so yeah, bet you got to see some great stuff as well. Oh, right, it's getting quite loud out here. Let's get inside. Yeah, we just want to start boarding passengers. All right, we're going to start boarding passengers straight off. I think so. I'll just tell the cabin crew that they can begin boarding. In fact, I think they already might have begun boarding.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah, okay. Just wondering how it's going back there.
Boarding is currently in progress. We'll let you know as soon as everyone's on board.
Brilliant. Thanks. No problem. Okay, great. Boarding is underway. So we've obviously just taken off the jet over from a previous flight crew. We're in the turnaround state, really, aren't we? So yeah, pumps are off. Packs, they should be off. Naughty, naughty. Packs are off. That's fine. Nav logo lights there on. Spoiler flaps, parking brake, acupressure. It's all good. Okay, before we go any further, then let me. Oh, I've just realised we weren't on VATSIM. Why we're not on VATSIM? I thought I'd connected to VATSIM. Ah, you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to connect it. I'm going to be on someone's stand, aren't I? That'll be highly frustrating. Let me. Let's have a quick look. Can we connect and not spawn into somebody? Let's have a quick look. Well, I think we might have just got away with that. Awesome. You're not telling me, though, that doesn't look amazing. All those orange jets. That looks fantastic. That actually is a really nice picture. Do you know what? I'm actually... Just pardon me a second. I am just very quickly going to screenshot that picture because that is going to be the thumbnail for this flight. That looks absolutely awesome. Sometimes, though, you use live weather. Live weather just falls exactly right, exactly at the right time, and it looks like that. Fantastic. Okay, great. Right, now we can get the 80s.
Bus is coming.
Thank you, GSX. 12612.
Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay, let's get the rest of it.
Aldergrove information Delta, time 1450 Zulu, automatic, runway in use 25, surface wind 300 degrees 6 knots, varying between 260 and 330 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers or more, few at 1,400 feet, scattered 3,800 feet, temperature +16, dew point +14, QNH 1017, recent drizzle rain, acknowledge receipt of information Delta, and advise aircraft.
Okay, so quick update on the QNH 1017, audio control panel, are we on the guard frequency? No. 121.5. There we are. Make sure that's monitored. Yeah, switching panel, thrust levers, engine mode master selection, all that stuff, that's fine. 1017, initial climb's 4,000 here, so that's fine, that's set. Lovely, okay, let's set up the box then, now we've got all that sorted. So, flight time today, 57 minutes. IRS, we've got a 3 nav green. Aircraft status, CFM engines, valid air cycle. Okay, any request? Passengers sound a bit loud and noisy today.
Morning.
There we go. So, we've got call sign, easy. 36 X-ray Bravo. It's quite ironic that most easy call signs aren't actually easy to pronounce.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front.
Okay, tropicals is in. I'll grab the winds.
And loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bags, please take your seat. help us
Wind's
ensure
done.
a prompt departure. We kindly message you keep the aisle clear.
IRS in it, checklist for stand 9.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is
So what we got?
Thank you for observing this.
5439.7, 5439.7 north, yep, 612.7 west, 612.7 west, yep, that's all fine and good. And planned cruise is 37 minus 47 degrees. Okay, so let's have a look at our flight plan. Departing 25, no SID of course. So insert, so that's straight out, and then it's turned to direct Lisbon. I'll clear that discontinuity out.
Passengers bus is coming.
And then the arrival into London Stansted, we expect ILS 22. The start is Listo 1 Lima. What's the veer for that? It's either Abbott or Laurel, obviously. Can't remember it off by heart. Let's go and have a quick look. So there's Laurel. Where's Abbott? Okay. Laurel, I think it is. Yeah, that's the last one. So, pop that in. Insert, and flight plan is how many miles? 349, 320, so there's 20, 30 odd miles difference there. Let's have a quick check on that, see what that is. Just zoom in on that. Okay, actually we should have... right, that isn't the right one. Let me just have a quick check. So the arrival veer, what happens if we pop in Abbott on there? Does that pop in the little hold? It doesn't actually. Okay, clear that. That's strange. Just so you can see what I'm trying to look at Barquay, what we should get is this turn up to Buster and then the hold at Laurel. Laurel is the ATC clearance point, so I'm not sure why that's not showing, but I can build that flight. If we need to do that full thing, we can do it. I can just build that up. And just speak to the crew. Hello?
Hi there, Captain. All of the passengers are now on board.
Okay, I'm just waiting a load sheet from ground.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll not need to do that. We'll get Vector straight in, but if we need to, then I can just I'll have to put that in manually, Buster and Laurel. So that's in. We've got the Belfast VOR. We'll hard tune that. Let's do our B page then. So have we got? There we go, load sheet. So, zero fuel weight is 58.1. CFG is 31.9. Alternate fuel 1.4. And we'll see what fuel planning is. We're telling ground we're taking 5.5 tons, so I'll just wait for that to come through. It wants 5 tons. Yeah, 5.5 is going to be fine then, isn't it? It gives us takeoff weight of 63.4, so that's below max landing weight. Don't need to worry about that then. And the takeoff CFG is 30.5. Yeah, go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you for pushback once you're closed up and the beacon light is switched on.
Okay, thanks. Lovely. So with that fuel on board, take off at 16.4, and that gives us an extra sort of 15 minutes holding time if we require it. Good. So happy with all that. Let's do our perf then. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, if everyone's on board yet, then we can get the doors closed, and we're just finishing up the performance now.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
Alright. 25, they had said there'd just been recent rain, hadn't they? So we'll go with wet figures. Config 1, all those can be off. That takeoff weight is 63.4 and CFG is 30.5. Just sync live weather. We're doing a full length today. And that gives us our figures of 127, 140, 141. Thrash Zombie, good afternoon. Polka, do I ever use the pre-departure clearance? Yeah, I do occasionally. In fact, we've not even contacted ATC yet, so we'll be doing that in a moment. But I'll probably just use voice today because it's a bit quicker. 127 140 141 flaps 1 and a flex of 68. There we go. Right, thrust reduction, acceleration values, we'll check those out. Runway 25, 1268, 1268, 1268. That's okay. Easyjet SOPS is now acceleration value at 800 feet. Sorry, thrust reduction value at 800 feet. So that's going to be 1068 for the new one. So basically just 200 feet off of these figures. Nice and safe though, there's no terrain around. Yeah, so that's all done. And the engine out procedure for Belfast is 1800 feet left turn back to the Belfast VOR, which is interesting because I said earlier that even though the Belfast VOR is sort of they're phasing it out and it's been unserviceable for ages. I'm not sure if it still is actually. It might be back in service now, but I think they were planning on doing away with it. We could still hold over it, and whilst we can't tune to it with traditional radio beacons, it's still a waypoint in the GPS database, so we can still use it if we needed to. So go to our secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active flight plan, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put Belfast in here. Just need to remember I need to force a left turn to this if we had to do it, because I haven't set up a place bearing distance waypoint to do that for me. But then we'd be coming back into Belfast if we lost an engine, and then we'd be arriving back from runway 25. Got no star, of course, and the veer would be the Belfast approach. There we are. So if I actually just bring that up, get rid of that, move that over, we should be able to see that. Yeah, there we go. So straight out back to Belfast, and then the approach is already set up for us. Awesome. And if it's unserviceable, how does the VOR 35 approach work, or is that some is that some sort of magic? Well, I don't know if it is unserviceable. It was a while ago, and I thought they were phasing it out. Maybe I've got that wrong, and they were just doing maintenance on it and whatnot. But I would have to have a look into that. But funnily enough, there was nothing in the note to say it was unserviceable at the moment. So maybe it is. Maybe it is there, because obviously there is a VOR approach available. Right, let's get rid of that. Done. Okay, so happy with all that. I'm about to do the brief, but before we do that, of course, we should contact air traffic control and check that what we've got planned is indeed now what we've all set up in the box. No point briefing the wrong departure, is there? So we've got 12175. Belfast ground, good afternoon, Easy 68 X-ray Bravo, stand 9 type A320 requesting IFR clearances filed to Stansted, and we have Delta.
Belfast ground, Osprey 495, we refiled.
Sorry, station calling again.
Osprey 495, we refiled the flight plan.
Osprey 495, Roger, thank you, standby, break, 26, Tango form, 12 Unicom 122 decimal.
Going to Unicom 122 decimal 8, 26 Tango uniform, have a great afternoon, everybody, bye-bye.
And Belfast ground, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, stand 9 type A320 requesting IFR clearances filed to Stansted, and we have Delta.
36 X-ray Bravo, Old Grove ground, Roger, number 2 clearance.
Number 2, so just sit and wait. Looks like final load she's
Yeah,
coming.
495, you ready to copy?
Go for Osprey 495.
Osprey 495, cleared Stansted, 5D Quebec 39 at Airway. Initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 50.
148 passengers,
Delta,
1 infant,
117.
takeaway 63.5, and
Belfast ground, Ryan 3 X-ray,
30.6.
vacated runway 25 on Delta.
What's that takeoff
3
weight?
X-ray standby.
Takeoff weight is 63.5.
Brave 495, go ahead.
Okay, might just need to revisit the performance then.
Roger, Ryan 3 X-ray, on the Grove ground, good evening, taxi stand 16 by Delta Charlie and Lima.
Taxi to stand 16 by Delta Charlie and Lima, Ryanair 3 X-ray.
And that's now 30.8. So yeah, the takeoff weight was higher than planned, so...
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, ready to cover clearance.
go ahead, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, cleared Stansted, 5E Quebec 39 at Airway. Initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 56510.
Cleared by the Quebec 39 Airway, initial climb 5,000 and squawk 5657 for Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, be correct.
Okay, so I just need to check the performance here in the box because I have just had to change it.
Belfast ground,
127, 141,
495,
41, yeah, that's
clear
fine.
to Stansted, file.
Flaps 168,
Initial
yeah, that's all
altitude
fine.
5,000, squawk 5015, 281.
Okay, cool. Right, in that case, let's just whip through the brief then. So, the weather here in Belfast, winds are light, so basically it's 306, so slight wind from the right perhaps as we're departing. Visibility is fine, fuel clouds 1,400, scattered 3,800, no anti-ice, going to be required for the departure. Runway conditions, it's recently been raining, so perhaps a little bit damp. Weather on the route is fine, weather for the arrival into Stansted is fine. Aircraft type is fully serviceable, it's A320. Only thing in the tech log, of course, is the weather radar not working. No times that are going to affect our departure here out of Belfast today. Threats to be aware of: shortish taxi, no standard instrument departure, so we'll probably get a heading and a vector from ATC as we get out of here. So a little bit different. The no terrain or anything like that, so that's fine, don't need to worry about that, and our takeoff weight is below max landing weight, so don't need to worry about that either. So we are stand now, we're going to push back facing south on X-ray, we'll taxi out via is it Lima? I was going to say Lima, it's not Lima. It is Lima, then it turns to Alpha. Yeah, Lima then Alpha. Full end departure from Alpha 1, so that is... yeah, so that's straight out. Let's turn to Lisbo, Ringer, Babagoo, and then it's 39 Airway. I'm just going to check that that is indeed what we've got in our flight plan. It is 39. Should be, yeah. Cube 39, just checking that we are going to fly what they've told us to fly. No speed restrictions, so we can clean up accelerator way on schedule. That's fine. Quickly go through the box confirming what we've got in there as well. So yeah, there's departure runway 25, Lisbo first waypoint, Quebec 39's there. Radar page, Belfast VOR is tuned. Cruising today, flight level 370. That is going to be available to us straight away, so don't need to worry about that. Speeds 127, 140, 141, clean 212. It's a flaps 1 departure, flexing at 68. Thrust reduction acceleration is just over 1,000 feet. Engine out also the same. And secondary flight plan is the engine out procedure, which here is standard, straight out, and then if we need to, it's a left turn back to the Belfast VOR. And just to confirm, we will hold 4,000 as MSA as we depart is 3,400 in this little sector, and then we're into 3,500, so 4,000 at Belfast is fine. Right, I think that is us all done. I think I've had the cabin crew close the doors, so we should be pretty good to go. We'll get that, we'll get the APU started up. Best tell ground I'm going to start that up because they shout at me if we don't. So I'll give ground a call. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We're going to be starting up the APU.
Roger. We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward.
Okay, thank you. So just monitor that start. Just check we've got 5.5 tons sorted, and that's balanced as well. Podcast is the engine acceleration for yeah. So basically, you don't want to stop climbing below that altitude because otherwise terrain clearance isn't assured. Once you pass the engine acceleration value, then you can clean up the aircraft, level off, accelerate away, kind of thing. Right, that's like a little PA to the passengers then, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this flight from Belfast to London Stansted. We're going to be cruising today, flight level 370. We've got no further departure delays. I know we're a little bit behind schedule, but we should be able to get you out of here pretty quickly. No traffic in front of us, so we shouldn't be delayed out on the taxi. The weather for the departure is good, so shouldn't be any turbulent at all. The weather en route is also good, and when we get to Stansted, it's looking like a nice straight in with good weather there as well. So with no en route delays, if you could take to your seats as quickly as possible. Cabin crew will assist you if you require any help. Get your seatbelts fastened, and we will get out of here as soon as we can. Thank you for flying. That's them happy. APU's done. We'll give it another few seconds to get the APU bleed on. So we can disconnect the ground power now. Pumps can come back on. APU bleed and seatbelts. So cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Can you please disconnect the GPU?
Roger. Stand by, please.
Okay, so chocks and codes have now been removed. GPU has
Ground
gone.
power has been disconnected.
Okay, thank you. And all the doors are closed. Excellent. Let's get the ground crew into position ready for our push. And we'll look to get going then. Best call ATC for that as well then, hadn't we? Belfast ground easy, 36 X-ray, Bravo stand 9's ready for push and start.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for
AV36
pushback.
X-ray Bravo, confirm squawk 5657.
Apologies, squawky now, 5657, stand by. Oops, there we go.
ET36 X-ray Bravo, push and start approved, face south, stand there.
Push and start approved, facing south, thanks, easy, 36 X-ray
Departure
Bravo.
check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, so our cockpit preparation checklist then quickly. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantities 5.5 tons set and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is, we've got 3.5 green and barrel. QNH 1017, set cross checked 270 feet.
AC 714 Delta, Roger, push and start approved, stand 12.
Push start approved, is 714 Delta.
ground.
Ground, Osprey 495, request to start.
Osprey 495.
Ground, go ahead.
Stand 26.
We're ready to disconnect.
Push to start, approved.
Okay,
face
thanks,
south,
pin
Osprey
straight
495.
ahead. Alright, let's run the before start checklist then. So parking brake is on, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed and armed beacon light is on. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Nose wheel steering is disconnected, start the timer, engine mode selection to ignition and starting engine number 1.
Ground, hello again, EV2 on November, Quebec, stand 14, request clearance to Bristol.
Get a pack on.
EV2 on November, Quebec, on the Grove Ground, Roger, stand by.
Just the one, don't want to go crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
EV2 on November, Quebec, going to need to want a lower flight level. Would you like flight level 310 or flight level 290?
We'll take 3-1, please, EV2 on November, Quebec.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear.
EV2 on November, Quebec, Roger, cleared, Bristol,
Parking
5
brakes set.
Quebec, 39 Airway, finish flying 5,000 feet, score 4457.
Clear to Bristol, via the Quebec 39 Airway, initial climb 5,000, score 4457, EV2 on November, Quebec.
Engine 1's available, starting engine 2.
EV2 on November, Quebec, read back correct, QNH 1017.
1017, thank you.
Oh, that's that new double-tailed aircraft that Airbus have been touting recently, isn't it? Whoops. Actually, I think that's a static aircraft. I need to remove these from Pyrenees scenery.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Be a static aircraft that VATSIM spawned in on.
Take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together. And pull the strap.
Right, there's the tug.
Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Tow truck disconnected.
When outside,
Bypass pin
inflate by
removed.
pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate,
Left is clear. Right is clear.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children.
I thought she was going to drive straight into me.
Rest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Oh no, she's still manoeuvring. Fair enough. Well, engine number 2 is available, so after start flow, so engine mode selector back up to normal. Pack can come off. Spoilers for the flaps.
Good evening. Expect stand 12, taxi via Charlie and Lima, hold short Bravo.
And now after start checklist, anti-ice is off, ECAM status, just check that's just PAX 2. There we are. Pitch trim is 30.6 and rudder is neutral. Flight control check while we're here. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and rudder, full right, full left, neutral.
Station calling on the road ground, readability 0, just now.
And ground easy, 36 X-ray Bravo is ready for taxi.
T36 X-ray Bravo, taxi start, correction, taxi, 100 point Alpha 1, runway 255 Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 1 for runway 25 Alpha for easy, 36 X-ray Bravo.
Easy 714 Delta taxi as well, please.
Easy 714 Delta, roger taxi, 100 point Alpha 1, runway 255 Alpha.
Alpha 1 for 25 by Alpha 714 Delta.
Side stick, calibrate the null zones.
Ground,
Okay,
Space 195 red,
disregard that. The aircraft still works, but we've seen it. Left side stick is
495
not in op.
Roger. Taxi via Lima, hold short, Bravo.
I'll just clear that fault there.
Taxi Lima, hold short, Bravo, split 495.
Okay, parking brakes release, let's go.
First France, Canadian 01, request clearance.
Canadian
hello?
001,
Cabin is
don't see that, that's
take
fine,
off.
fine from you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get the crew seated and
Confirm you have no flight
give
plan?
us the word.
If no flight plan.
It's not a long taxi, you can get seated now, please, for takeoff.
No problem. All stations, please be seated for takeoff.
Okay, so quick pets check. Performance, we've got full length.
Daisy 121 November after the
Full length runway 25, Alpha
second
1.
day
We've
for
got
the
wet
Easyjet
figures on board.
A320 coming out from your left.
No
taxi
LMCs.
stand,
That's sorted. Engine out is standard. Once passing 1900 and left turn back to the Belfast VOR, where we'll hold at 4,000 feet. Departure is straight out, and then it'll be a left turn
Canadian
Lisbon.
01, I try to
And you should climb
refly flight
5,000.
plan.
Scandinavian 001 still don't have the flight plan. You're going to have to probably reconnect.
And with that, let's do our taxi checklist. So
Brave,
flight control has been
495,
checked.
continue taxi,
Flap setting
waypoint
is
Alpha 1,
config 1.
25
FMA's climb nav blue 152 5000.
Continue
Radar
taxi
predicted wind
via
shear is on.
Alpha
Eco mode
4,
takeoff no
Alpha
blue.
1,
EFB
25
stowed
495.
and disconnected.
Scandinavian 001, I have your flight plan if you're ready to copy it. So just report aircraft type and plan number.
Cotton Cuddle on Twitch says, applied the sensitivity settings from the video. I must say as well, those settings came direct from Phoenix, so I can't kind of take any sort of credit for that. But you got a nice smooth landing in a crosswind. Excellent. Good news. Gary Stevens, well, flight control, it's the Thrustmaster TCA.
36 X-ray Bravo, 12 com 122 decimal 8, have a good stream.
122 decimal 8, thanks for the service, Easy. 36 X-ray Bravo. Goodbye.
Bye, break Easy 714 Delta, 12 com 122 decimal 8, bye.
Over to Unicom 714 Delta, have a great day, see ya.
Just have a quick listen, see if there's anything coming in. Just whilst we're taxiing then, guys, to our Hollywood. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. It does make a big difference to the channel with the old YouTube algorithms and such. So thank you if you've already done that. If you haven't, please do consider it. It's free, of course, and does help us out. Let's hold it for Alpha 2. Don't need that today. LVPs are not in place. So approach path looks clear. We'll give it a final check, but I've not heard anything on comms either. So just hold that there. Yeah, I can't see anything. Mind you, it's that bright. Belfast traffic easy. 36 X-ray Bravo is entering now from Alpha 1 to runway 25.
Aldergrove traffic, Golf Papa Delta, Golf Papa Tango Delta Bravo, 4 miles from the left road, running 25, Aldergrove traffic.
Easy, 36 X-ray Bravo, roger, we'll hold Alpha 1.
Thank you.
That's why you make calls on Unicom. Although, what, Cessna 4 miles? We could probably have got out, to be honest. 4 mile Cessna, he's doing what? 30 mile an hour? Can't even see him. Hey Sarkotech, welcome on board. Can anyone see him? I'm trying to work out if that's him or if it's just a smudge on my screen. Hey James Mitchell, good afternoon. Oliver, I'm liking version 2. Nicer to control, definitely. Nibble Games,
Golf
good
Delta
afternoon.
Bravo, landing 25, Aldegra traffic.
Well, he says he's there, so I believe him. Turn the taxi light off while we're sat here. Digital, you remember lining up in a Cessna 172 and being told to expedite as the 737 was on short file behind you? Yeah, that'd get you moving, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're not going to dilly-dally around then. I mean, 4 miles in a Cessna, we'd have got out of that. To be fair, you know, 4 miles with the 737 could potentially have made it, as long as we were ready to go, which we were. Has he landed? Have I missed him? Where's he gone? Who is there? Look, I'm just falling straight at the top of us. Belfast traffic easy 36 X-ray Bravo is lining up runway 25 and will hold for the departing Cessna on the runway.
And Golf Delta Bravo vacating now on Bravo. Thanks for the patience.
No problem. Thanks for letting us know you've departed Easy 36 X-ray Bravo. Digital Flight Deck, thank you so much for your 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel membership gifts as well. That is amazing support as always from you, mate. Really appreciate that. It's great getting you back into the chat. I know you've obviously been busy, and you now have a little first officer to walk. So taking much of your time.
Golf Delta Bravo vacated 25.
Great to have you on board again. Right, line up checklist, cabin is secure. Take off runway full length, runway 25. TCAS, TARA, and PAX 1 and 2 both off. Sounds like some rowdy passengers back there. Okay, let's go. Take off. Start the chrono. 50%.
Traffic is 714 Delta to line up and wait. Runway 25 behind the departing company A320 Belfast traffic.
Engine stable. Set takeoff thrust. Manflex SRS runway. Engine 2 is critical. V1. Rotate. Bit of wind.
Neptune
Positive climb, gear up.
Is approximately 8 miles to the southeast. We will be taking the ILS for runway 25. Belfast traffic.
Thrust climb, climb. I'm happy now to make that left turn. So, autopilot 1 engaged.
Belfast Auxiliary traffic is 714 Delta, take off runway 25.
No air traffic control around, so let's set our climb, flight level 160, standard pressure.
And Belfast traffic, Osprey 495, the landing traffic at Belfast, how far are you?
Airspeed, flaps, spoilers,
We're
disarmed.
about 3 miles from intercepting the ILS for runway 25.
Okay, we've got the master caution again, flight control stick. Again, just getting that sort of bit of an issue. Just a sim issue, I think.
Traffic,
Still works fine, so I'm going to cancel master caution,
and wait, 25
clear
left,
ECAM,
behind.
and disregard. Papa, do I prefer the handling of this Phoenix or the old Phoenix? I've probably not had a chance to fly this one
For the Osprey,
too much yet, but for what I have done, I really do like it.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, mate.
Gary, standard below
line up 25.
below 1,000 feet. Yeah, because we're climbing to a flight level now
Clear runway 25, passing 2,000 feet.
above the transition altitude. So, as we're climbing to a flight level and not an altitude, then we go ahead and pull standard pressure. Jordan, we're nearly at London. It's going to live forever on the channel. Hey, Flight Sim Simon, how you doing, Simon? You've moved to Spadnex now and fixed a lot of the control issues. That just sounds far too complicated for me. I'm nowhere near clever enough. Right, so that's Lisbon coming up. Spoilers, flaps, gear. Let's get the lights off. Well, there might be some CBs about. Looking at the weather there, don't look too bad, but keep an eye on them.
Belfast traffic, Neptune 1 Delta is established on the ILS for 25. About 7 mile final. Belfast traffic.
Belfast traffic, Osprey 485, departing 25.
And the anti-ice, as we just passed through these cloud layers, just temperature is just starting to drop a little bit. No turbulence though, so I think we're going to be happy to
Belfast traffic,
release both passengers and cabin crew. Cabin crew, you're released. And that's 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
So we'll clear out the RadNav page. Flight level 370, we know that's going to be fine. Cost index of 0. And we will copy the active flight plan now. Okay, flight level 37, let's go for that.
Belfast traffic, Osprey 495,
And 370.
passing 700.
Aldergo traffic EC782 during its first Aldergo ILS runway 25, 12 miles to run Aldergo traffic.
Belfast traffic, Neptune 1 Delta is 3 miles from runway 25. Belfast traffic.
So Stuart and Thraston, we're both now talking about the setting the cameras up. So
Belfast traffic, Scandinavian
it is actually pretty straightforward in an aircraft like the Phoenix aircraft, where you can actually open the door and walk out of the flight deck. But all you need to do is you can set up any camera angle you want. So over, I don't know, down there if you wished. And in order to save that view, it's just left side of the keyboard, press Control, Alt, and then number 1 through to 0, and then to recall that view, it's just the Alt and the corresponding number that you selected. I've then just selected. They're called in Microsoft Flight Simulator custom views. If you then search for that in the control settings pages, you can then set them to a button on your side stick. So this is basically this is Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, Alt 5, Alt 6. So yeah, so you can then just set them like that, and then to return to the initial view, press F. F on the keyboard is the default reset view. Right, we're above the clouds, we'll get rid of that. Seatbelt signs can come off. Angus McTravish is in the stream as well. Angus, it has been a while, mate. Hope you're doing so well. Glad you're with us today.
All the go traffic, 7 usually yes, 6 mile final, high left runway 25, all the go traffic.
Thrash Zombie, so don't use the showcase, the drone camera. So you can't set views using the drone camera. It's only the cockpit camera that allows you to set those custom views up.
Runways 2507, currently on runways 3517, taxiing to cargo.
All the go traffic, easy 52, Quebec Alpha, rolling runway 25.
So my plan is land at Stansted and put the kids in bed, then cook tea. Thrash Number, you can't get to the wing then? Right, in that case, what aircraft in particular are you trying to do it with? If you can do it with an aircraft where you can walk out of the flight deck, then it's easy, you can do it like you can the Fenix aircraft. If you can't walk out of the flight deck in the cockpit camera mode, then check on YouTube for my, I think I did it in the CRJ. Basically it was a tutorial about how to set up custom camera views when you can't walk outside the flight deck. Of course, you can also download mine. It tells you how to download mine and import them into your simulator. Right, got the Isle of Man in front of us. That's gorgeous sky. Sarah 2411, have a good evening, sir. Thanks for being here on departure. Picari 65 is the FLS video incoming soon. In the future, I will have to have a look at creating one of those, showing you how not to do it. Mr. Guy's just joined. The ETA should be at the top of the screen, if I've got that set up correctly. So this is showing we'll get into Stansted at around 17:18 Zulu time. A little under an hour then, that, isn't it? Ah, just whilst we're climbing to cruise then, let's have a look at the leaderboard on the YouTube points list. So at number 1 is Elliot, who surpassed Eastbird's Lee a few weeks back. Elliot, you're still at number 1. Eastbird's number 2 then. Mark's 3. Nick, you're slowly climbing the ladder at number 4. Peter ATCO, he's working too hard at the minute, clearly, bless him. He's down at 5. ATC Sweden is in 6th. There's a rivalry. Chris is in 7th. Jordan is in 8th. Brian's at 9. And Soran sits there at number 10. Macam celebrating 4 months of First Officer Channel membership as well. Macam, thank you so much for that support, guys. Really do. Really do appreciate that. Picari 65, bet you a tenner that you can't do it into Innsbruck. I bet you're right. I ought to do a video, really, what not to do in the Airbus. Elliot, you're now going for the 2 million, just for no reason, just because. And why not? So Angus, due to PC issues, you had to drop Flight Simulator for the time being. Taking up RTL, SDR radio as a hobby. It's great listening to ATC, decoding ACARs, etc. I used to have a program that did that. I don't even know if it's around anymore. But yeah, with my VHF airband radio, yeah, plugged it into the PC, and I mean, we're talking old school. Plugged it into the PC using a 3.5mm audio jack. You had to get the squelch and the volume setting just right, and it decarded the ACARs. I'd love to get back into that. Elliot, you're going to have to burn through some failures at some point. Could please do that when I'm not in a rush to get off anywhere, or if I've got to cook tea or something like that. Most failures are manageable, though. They're not breaking, are they? To be honest, nothing ever sort of cripples the aircraft. A lot of the times it's just a MEL no-go item, so, and we're flying to out of Mongolia or somewhere where we know that we wouldn't be able to get it fixed, so we have to turn around and go back. Where were we going to one night? It ended up in a really, really late stream because... Oh, we were going to... Was it Madeira? Or was it the other one? Was it Porto Santo? We're taking off from Lisbon. We were literally nearly there. You guys broke my aircraft. It was something serious, so we had to turn around and go back. How awful. Kieran, you used to... was it AirNav? I want to say AirNav ACARS. That kind of rings a bell. Big red radar screen logo. Leanna says V1's found that an engine fire just sets it on fire. Performance isn't affected. I'd like to think something's affected. East Coast Canadian, mate, welcome to First Officer channel membership. That's incredible. Thank you so much for joining. Get yourself in the members lounge if you're on Discord as well, and check out the members only streams too. 65, can you do an FLS onto EKVG runway 12? Am I correct? I've no idea. Let me have a look. Would I do it? Where did you say? EKVG. Oh, Vega. Gotta hate Vega. Where's my... Why is there no angle there? Would you do it on runway 12 at Vega? No. Yeah, look at the... It's offset. It's offset by 14 degrees. I'd probably end up in this hillside somewhere. Could you do it into runway 30? What the hell is that? Oh, it's Jesus Christ. Contacting all aircraft. 6 pages of the damn thing. No more messages. Pages 1 of 6. Huh? Oh, okay. That's impressive. How have they managed to change fonts on it as well? I suppose he is Lord the Redeemer. He can do anything he wants. I tell you what. Let's just book our ticket into heaven. Roger. And close. It's been received. Brilliant. Shipwreck, thank you for the follow. RGN, yeah, so it's self-loading cargo for all of those cabin announcements. East Coast, yeah, it's nice to have Jesus around. Particularly if there's a failure. Elliot, enjoy your champagne. Boss says not only can he change water into wine, but he can also change the CPDLC fonts. Absolutely he can. Love that sound. With these new sounds and things then in the Fenix aircraft, what are we like for sort of audio balance compared to my voice, VATSIM air traffic control, engine sounds, the cabin announcements, which are obviously usually a little bit in the background, that kind of stuff. Is everything cutting through okay? Ferro's my self-loading cargo appears to be working okay. Hey Blue Dev, don't think I'd seen you in the chat. Hi mate. Elliot and Angus levels are good. That works for me. Cheers, guys. Elliot, the takeoff buzz was awesome. I I can't take credit for that. So we're still climbing. This is kind of one of those flights that you just climb up and then we're almost straight back down again. But let's just have a quick look at some stuff then with regards to Stansted. Are we too far away to grab the 80s for Stansted? 12717. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it might just be a touch too far away. Well, in that case, let's grab the weather. Sign my first officer out. Sorry, Katie, if you're still there. Right, Stansted, Echo Golf, Sierra Sierra. Send that off. And then with that, I should be able to work out what runway we're going to be in, start filling the box out, getting ready for the arrival. Right, here we go. So, 300 at 3. The winds. Told you the winds were nice and light there. Varying 270340. 10 kilometers or more visibility. No clouds detected. 22 degrees, which is nice. QNH is 1017. Okay, let me just go through and set up the box then. So here's the arrival. Now, what I am going to do is I'm just going to have to build this up a little bit because full arrival wasn't there. So we should have in there Bombo. That's fine. We've got Bombo. We can see it. After Bombo, it should be Barkway. After Barkway, it should be Buster. So I'm not quite sure why it's not there. After Buster, it's Laurel. And then after Laurel, it's vector yourself in. So insert that. That's fine. Check on the speeds that we've got there. Centrefix 186. Yeah, okay. I will just tease that down to 180. So that's fine. Progress page, Echo Golf, Sierra Sierra, runway 22 is expected, so we'll get that in the box. Performance page. We're still in the climb, aren't we? Yeah, a couple of thousand feet to go. So performance page. QNH 1017. Temperature 22. Winds 300 at 3. We can do flap 3 landing. Nice long runway at London Stansted. Minimums for Cat 1 conditions are 548. And we should be all done then. Can we get that 80 shot?
One more no cloud
there
detected. Temperature +22, dew point +13, QNH 1017. Acknowledge receipt of information echo. And Advise aircraft type on first contact. Stansted information echo. Time 1620 Zulu. Automatic. Runway in use 22. Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 300 degrees 3 knots. Varying between 270 and 340 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. No cloud detected. Temperature +22. Dew point +13.
Okay, that's pretty much everything we heard. So we've got everything we need there. QNH 1017, information echo is what we've got. 1017, 1017, that's fine. And we're close to our top of climb now as well. We'll get to the top of climb, just sort some stuff out, make a quick PA to the passengers, then we'll brief the arrival, which should be straightforward. Not really going to have any excuse for any kind of bad landing today, are we? If the winds are that calm. London controller is in with a rate of 278. Jamie, mate, how are you doing? Thank you so much for that. You join us just as we've just reached our top of climb. Actually, there we go, Macalt Star. There we are, Macalt Cruise. We're just at the top of climb on a short hour's flight between Belfast and London Stansted. We've just populated the box, that's all set. Got the latest ATIS for Stansted. I think we've got some ATC down there as well, which will be quite nice as we get in. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're all doing really well. Good evening. And London Control is subbing at Tier 1 as well. That is awesome, Jamie. Thanks so much, mate. Really, really do appreciate that. So, we've just got to do the brief. In fact, look at that. Our top of climb is in about 50 miles. So let's rattle through this brief and we'll get on our way down. So we've just checked the weather. Winds 300 at 3, variable as well. So, but that's not going to affect it. 3 knots. 3 knots with the new Fenix handling. Nothing. The visibility is 10 kilometers or more. The temperature is 22. QNH 1017, and it's not raining, so nice dry runway. Aircraft is still working. I've not broken anything. No times that are going to affect the arrival in Stansted tonight. Threats to be aware of, other than traffic. That's about it. Stansted is pretty straightforward going, particularly if you've got some air traffic control knocking about as well. Have we got any ATC? Grounds online. Well, actually, that might be all we've got. Grounds online, so we're going to have to vector ourselves in. That's absolutely fine. So there's no real threats either in Stansted, is there? So there's no terrain or anything like that knocking about it. Let's have a look. So we're at top of descent now. We're going to descend flight level 200 by Rugby. I'm going to do this in managed, so we'll set that going down now, and then we can just complete the brief as we go. So descent and 200 blue. Down we go. Okay, here's how we're going to fly the approach then. So we'll fly the procedure all the way down. We'll get down flight level 70. To be fair, I could have put 70 in there and left it in descent. Yeah, left it in managed descent. And then at Laurel, there shouldn't be enough traffic unless ATC tell us to get on and hold. If not, we're going to vector ourselves straight from the Barkway VOR. So from there, essentially, we'll fly east, come round, line up ILS, land. Idea will be green dot as we pass Barkway, flaps 1 as we make the base turn, flaps 2 on final when we intercept the glide slope. Let's have a look at the ILS approach. It's a normal 3-degree ILS approach. Platform altitude is 2,500 feet. Minimum is 548, runway visual range 550, that's fine, we've got 10 kilometers or more. Transition altitude 6,000 feet, so just check how wide's this runway. It's nothing daft, is it? Yeah, 46 meters. That's fine. Once we've landed, then on 22, we vacate to the left and taxi back on hotel, and then take one of the aprons. Grounds online actually. So once we've vacated, we're going to be contacting them. So job done. Well, we're on our way down, so not going to be long at all. If you are just joining us, you're here for the best bit. Got a company message. What's that? Is that because we were late departing? Check this out. We'll find out how late we were departing as ops yell at us. There we go. 20 minutes. To be fair, that was a scheduling issue. The time was wrong. Okay, let's do as we said. We can get that down to 7,000. So magenta 200 blue. 200 blue. What? Magenta 200 file. 200 magenta. There we go. So used to saying blue. We never really have any constraints that we need to stick to when we're under ATC control, but as we're on our own. Okay, you just read the back. It was a long time. I've made my peace with it now. And yeah, definitely fills the void, as you say. Cholty, you sat right outside the end of the departure runway now at Stansted. Brilliant! You can give us a wave.
Manchester traffic.
Hope you're doing well.
Lining up runway, so to your right, Manchester traffic.
Keep it as a nice long profile as well. That's quite neat. Right, quick PA to our lovely passengers so they know what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you might just realise we've started our descent into Stansted. We should be arriving in about 20 minutes or so. When the seatbelt signs come on shortly, please do remain seated, and I'll leave you in the capable hands of our cabin crew. Worst PA ever. Alex Jones, you've got to drive home from work now, so you're going to miss the landing. Not a problem, mate. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Alex. Yeah, Ollie Ken, it sounds like a clean install might be the best way to go. Even with the latest sort of patch that they've just brought out as well. And guys that have just joined us as well from Jamie London Controller, thanks so much if you've followed us as well. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Well, we've got another company message. Oh yes, of course, it's VATSIM UK, isn't it? Stand 32 Lima. Well, we can believe that as well now, because ground are online. Right. Well, that actually helps us a great deal. 32 left. Where's that? There. All right. So we can expect hotel, either Hotel or Julia, and then in on Bravo. I love that feature. I want all countries to implement this feature. One of the biggest sort of, not fears, that's perhaps the wrong word, but things that people struggle on is once they've landed, you know, where the hell are they going? In real life, of course, you know where you're going. Ops have told you what gate to expect and stuff like that. Just like we've had there, and that makes a huge difference. So we know we're vacating left, and then we've got a good idea of where to point the aircraft once we're down. So my plan now, as we are going to sort of cut this little bit out of the flight plan, I'm going to get down flight level 150. Once I've passed Finma, I'm going to get it down into open descent, and we're just going to get down, because otherwise we're going to be high because it thinks we're going to do this track mileage. What it doesn't know yet is I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to delete it from the box though, just in case air traffic control come on and require us to do it for whatever reason. So RSA, no, you never joined late. This is perfect timing, and thank you for 3 months membership as well. Do appreciate that. RS Gaming Simulation as well, thank you for the sub. Talvin, you got suspended this morning in Hanover. When you say suspended, what do you mean? From VATSIM? Surely not. From school? By your ankles? Jimbo, you got the TTA side stick, but no rudder pedals just yet. What's best to use for toe brakes? I love having rudder pedals with the toe brakes built in particular when flying the fly-by-wire aircraft, because obviously the Neo engines, they're that powerful, the aircraft just rolls. So unless you can control that with a bit of toe brake pressure, yeah, you're just going to roll and roll. Ah, digital, good spot. Talvin, do you mean diverted? Maybe a language barrier there. Aviator, good to have you back on this stream. We've just flown over. Yeah, I was just gonna say we've got Birmingham somewhere to the side, to the right hand side of us. It's a little bit too bright; we can't see it all. But yeah, there it is. Commentary directly beneath us. Hey Terry Ash, I am using FS Realistic today, yeah. Well, at least I think I am. Do you know what? It's not loaded up. I thought I'd heard it load up right at the start. Maybe it's maybe I'm not using it. I daren't turn it on now. Do you remember the last time we did that and turned it on mid-flight? Down we went. We managed to recover it, but wine glasses everywhere. Let's get constraints back on there. Okay, something else we can do just to help with our energy management and situational awareness. Let's get a nice CDA in there. Let's go to the fix info page. Echo Golf Sierra Sierra runway 22. 9 miles. Get a ring round it. Aim for 3,000 feet as we cross that line, and that should help us get a nice CDA. Hi cabin crew, we should be landing probably in about 15 minutes or so.
No problem.
Stubby, does the fly-by-wire not do VNAV as well as Phoenix? To be fair, the last few times I've flown the fly-by-wire, it's been very, very good with its VNAV. I mean, always back it up with your own calculations, but yeah, it works for me. Raleigh DM, that cabin crew is part of self-loading cargo, the newly updated self-loading cargo. Let's just see if we can make a little bit of time. So what we're at, we're at 19,000 feet. Go on, let's wind that up. 270 is a good descent speed. There's a little bit of wind there. I don't know if you just saw the aircraft rock slightly. Irish Heavy, do I use Volanta? I don't know. And again, the only reason I don't use it is not because I don't think it's a great piece of software or anything like that. It's purely just because I like to try and keep the PC sort of clutter-free, streamlined. Anything that I don't really need. Mainly because I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, then absolutely. But keep the resources on the PC as to a bare minimum if possible. Da Vinci, I need to set Stacy, the cabin crew, to call us every 15 minutes. Make sure you're alive and bring drinks. profile is holding really nicely now. Bacardi 65, how did I know what gate to expect? Did we ask through vPilot? No, so VATSIM UK have implemented something now where it will give you a message and tell you what gate to expect. And if ATC are online as well, that's what it will stick to. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink, tea, coffee, or water?
No thanks, we're just about to start prepping for landing.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
I probably won't change my mind between now and landing, to be honest. Chalty, my MCDU does get ridiculously hot. Yeah, I have to keep the kids away from it. It's going to be great in the winter. I won't need a heating. I won't need the heating on, but yeah, it's yeah. Oh God, yeah. Just touching it now, it really is hot. Jonathan Stacey's keyed. Yeah. Bacardi 65. Yeah, it is only in the UK. I think it'd be great if the rest of the VATSIM network could do that, but that's well beyond my pay grade. Okay, so I'm just changing things now. Thrust idle, open descent. I want to start dropping below that profile a little bit, and we're going to wind it down 3,000 feet. QNH 1017, 3,000 blue, and the seatbelt signs on as well. Run the approach checklist. So Barra F QNH 1017. Seatbelt signs are on minimums 5, 4, 6, 8, 5, 4, 8, and auto brake low. EFB is stowed. Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing. Yeah, so you can see it tells us that we're going to level off quite early, but we're not, because we still need to slow down and such. Aerodynamics, so it's self-loading cargo. It's the cabin crew passenger simulation kind of app. I think it adds immersion, particularly since it's been updated. Speaking about ACARS earlier on the stream, weren't we? The ACARS messages on VHF, they sound exactly like the Unicom text calls that you can just hear now. Stansted traffic, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, currently on the Listo 1 Lima inbound Bombo, 14 miles from Bombo, flight level 110, and we're descending for a straighted approach on the ILS runway 22. Chalty, the weather looks accurate from what you're seeing. That's good to know as well. You know, we've actually got someone sat at the at the threshold of runway 22 at Stansted in real life. Let's wind that speed back. Click spots. Fly-by-wire has much better click spots than the Fenix. That's probably my biggest bugbear with the Fenix. Ooh, who's that? London Control East, excellent. He's now going to knock him up my arrival. No, he's not. He's going to assist.
There, Boulam. Good evening.
Jersey 8 Alpha X-ray, land control, good evening, squawk 0771.
0771 for Jersey 8 Alpha X-ray.
London Control, good evening, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo with you passing flight level 100 and we're inbound Bombo, information echo.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, London Control, roger, flight heading 085, speed 300 knots.
Heading 085 and speed 300, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Happy for you to go below flight level 100 than standard speed. You have an aircraft 0.5 miles away from you.
Roger, on what altitude do you want us to descend down to?
EC36 X-ray Bravo, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
And descend altitude 5,000, Easy36 X-ray Bravo.
QNH 1017, brake speedbird 442 kilo, climb flight level 230, direct red, sir.
Flight level 230, direct red, speedbird 442 kilo.
Scandinavian 001, under control.
What have we got? So there's that aircraft that was now he's now 1,000 feet above us, so separation's better. I've just gone into VS as well because otherwise we're going to end up being very low very quick at this speed. Don't want to do that. Temperature's okay, don't need anti-ice.
Osprey 495, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80.
India Sierra X-ray is identified.
London controls,
tidy up the flight plan then.
Descending flight level 70 inbound Bumble.
Scandinavian 001, thank you. Avoid an action, turn right heading 145, stop to descend flight level 70.
Right heading 145 and stop descend flight level 70.
There's an aircraft 1,000 foot below you, 0.5 miles away.
Roger, that's copied.
Easy32 Bravo Foxtrot, contact London Christian Amsterdam radar 125.750.
Over to 125.750, Easy 32 Bravo Foxtrot, bye bye.
Bluebird 760, no further ATC, 122 Unicorn 122.8, bye bye.
122.8, Bluebird 760, thanks.
Well, if nothing else, this is going to get us into Gatwick, Stansted faster. SB, middle mouse button activates the voice control for self-loading cargo.
Roger, standby, brakes, Eurowinds, Christian Eurowinds 468, Squawk 0301, Logan 2 Hotel arrival, Heathrow.
Squawk 0301, Logan 2 Hotel arrival for Heathrow, Eurowings 468.
London, good evening, Speedbird 97530.
Bluebird 975 under control, good evening. Logan 2 Hotel arrival for Heathrow.
Confirm the Logan 2 Hotel arrival for Heathrow for 975.
Taliban 94, thank you for the follow.
Eurowings 468, fly Mach decimal 80.
Mach decimal 80, Eurowings 468.
So we're going to have to let the controller know we need to slow down very soon.
Decimal 76.
Flight level 76, or speed Mach 76 for Speedbird 975.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend altitude 3,000 feet for Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, and just let you know we now need to start slowing down.
If you can go speed 250 knots, thank you very much.
250 for Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Scandinavian 01001,
3000 blue.
fly speed 200 knots, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Scandinavian 001, reducing 200 knots.
To be honest, we're probably going to go a bit slower than that.
Heading control.
Heading is 145 for the next 1 minute.
Roger, descending 5,000, Scandi 001.
Osprey 495, fly heading 075, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
VS 700.
075, descend to 6,000, QNH 1017, Osprey 495.
Good afternoon, Stranger 14 Bravo, Listo 1 Charlie.
Amber 14 Bravo, London Control,
There's Stansted.
Stand by. Midnight 5, Squawk 6463, Balmy 1 Golf arrival Gatwick.
Squawk 6463, Balmy 1 Golf, minute 5.
Scandinavian 001,
we've just had a parking stand change.
Left heading north.
We're now expecting stand 30, according to the message.
Nomadic 302, route to Lambourne, descend flight level 160.
Lambourne descend 160, Nomadic 302.
And Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, can we start reducing speed again?
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, speed 220 knots.
220, thanks. Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Osprey 495, speed 220 knots.
220, speed Osprey 495.
Scandinavian 72 Golf, descend flight level 160, be level by Sabre, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, descend flight level 160, level by Sabre, Scandinavian 72 Golf.
Fenix 7 Golf, Romeo, descend flight level 250, speed 250 knots.
250 and speed level 250 off now, traffic confirm.
Terry says nothing like watching the stream on a 65-inch TV screen.
Level 250, be level by Logan.
Was that for you?
That's why I don't put my face on it. Imagine how huge I'd look.
Level 250, be level by Logan.
Level 250 to be leveled over Logan, your wings 468.
Osprey 495, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, Osprey 495.
Midnight 5, stop descent, level 260.
Stop descent 260, minute 5.
Speedbird 975, descend flight level 260.
260, Speedbird 975.
Okay, so we're going to go manage speed and flaps 1 as soon as we get the
Easy
turn.
36 X-ray Bravo, turn a right heading 1980 degrees, descend to 2,000 feet, clear for the ILS approach runway 22.
Right heading 190 and descend altitude 2000, clear to ILS runway 22, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Amber 14 Bravo, descend flight level
Flaps
100.
1, speed's checked, flaps 1.
Descend flight level 100, Sky Angel 14 Bravo.
Scandinavian 001,
Yeah, 600, there's the glide
right
slope.
heading 040 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000
We've been
feet.
cleared to alarm the approach, autopilot 1 and 2
Scandinavian
set.
01,
So,
right heading 040,
glide slope,
descend 3,000 feet.
blue, lock, star, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2.
Jersey 8 Alpha X-ray, boot to it, Mogley.
Direct to Mogley, Jersey 8 Alpha X-ray.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, speed 160 knots till 4 DME.
160 till 4 DME, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Osprey 495, speed 180 knots.
Flaps 2,
Speed
speed's checked, flaps 2.
180 knots, Osprey 495.
Midnight 5, descend flight level 200.
200, Speedbird 975.
Just adjust the VS so we can pick up that.
London Nomadic
glide slope.
302, is our speed 300 exactly or 300 or greater?
300 knots or greater, please, Nomadic 302.
8 mile
Roger,
final.
thank you.
Nomadic 30 Delta, cushion Nomadic 302.
Cabin crew seats for landing.
Descend flight level 80, be level by Lamborn.
Send flight level 80 to be level by Lamborn, Nomadic 302.
Can't remember if we briefed the go around, however, let's just check that. So straight out 3,000 feet.
Fenix 7 Golf Romeo, descend flight level
3.1 Minor Hill,
210.
ILS DME right turn. Hold at Barkway.
Osprey 495, turn right heading 125.
Right heading
6 miles,
125,
gear.
Osprey 495.
Spoilers.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, runway 22, clear to land, surface wind 280 degrees, 3 knots.
Clear to land runway 22, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Scandinavian 001, turn right
Flaps
heading
3,
065.
speed check, flaps 3.
Right
Landing
heading
checklist.
065, Scandinavian 01.
Cabin is
Fenix
secured,
7 Golf
going on
Romeo,
altitude
descend flight level
3,000 feet.
160,
Set
be
EK
level
memo
by
landing
Sabre.
mode, blue.
160, Sabre, Fenix Vanker from.
Eurowings 468, descend flight level 160, be level by Sabre, route to Sabre.
Level 160 to be level over Sabre and direct to Sabre from present position, your wings 468.
Eurowings 468, speed or conversion 270.
4 miles, managed speed.
Speed on
Reduce the final
conversion
approach speed.
270 knots, your wings 468.
Osprey 495, turn right heading 190 degrees, descend to 2,000 feet, clear for the ILS approach runway 22.
Heading 190, descend to 2,000 feet and clear
What's
for the
my R5
left,
control?
22, Osprey 495.
Yeah, Kevin, we wanted managed speed, but not until 4 miles
250
due to the speed restriction from ATC.
250 be level by Logan.
250 level by Logan, 250 on the speed for Speedbird 975.
Apologies, I'm going to call you this. Amber 14 Bravo, descend flight level 90, be level by Jacko.
Flight level 90, level by Jacko, Sky Angel 14
That wind could be very variable as we come in.
I'll try and remember that.
500.
Hello, one control.
Stable.
760 Alpha with you passing 4,000 feet.
Speedbird 760 Alpha, London Control. Thank you, climb now, flight level 150.
Flight level 150. Is that 760 Alpha?
Sky Angel 14 Bravo, can we keep the speed?
3 reds.
100 above.
Speed as you wish.
Roger.
Scandinavian 72 Golf, descend flight level
Continue.
100.
Descend flight level 100, Scandinavian 72 Golf.
Fenix 7 Golf Romeo, across of Sabre, flight level 160, descend flight level 140.
50.
140 cross Sabre, 160, Fenix 7 Golf Romeo.
20. Retard.
London, good afternoon. Ryanair 226 Foxtrot at Stansted, ready for departure.
Roger, hold position. Ryanair
reverse
226
screen.
Foxtrot, apologies, London Control, Roger, hold position.
Right, hold position for
Decel.
226 Foxtrot.
Speedbird 975.
Reverses off.
You were cleared to flight level 250.
Manual brakes.
You have 200 remaining, flight level 200.
I will remain 200, I believe that's the last instruction, but no problem.
Bit of a decrab needed there on final. Much easier now with Phoenix version 2, that's for sure.
We're passing through flight level 100, 250 knots.
250 passing level 100, pneumatic 302.
Scandinavian 001, turn right heading 130 degrees.
Turn right heading 130, Scandinavian 01.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, vacate left onto ground 121.725.
121.725, thanks for service, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, bye-bye.
Osprey 4905, runway 22, clear to land, surface wind 280 degrees, 3 knots.
Runway 22 clear to land, Osprey 495.
Scandinavian 001, turn right heading 175, descend to 2,000 feet, clear for the Isle approach runway 22.
Roger, right head.
I'm on Clacton to Echo Departure, squawk 6007, information Foxtrot, QNH 1017.
Help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information.
Right, let's just clean it up, then we'll contact ATC.
Twitter or Easyjet app.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign.
Easy 3 Tango Tango, repeat last transmission. Easy 3 Tango Tango, you are cleared to Amsterdam on Clacton to Echo Departure, squawk 6007.
Those clouds look awesome.
QNH 1017.
Easy 3 Tango Tango, cleared to Schiphol via the Clacton 1 Echo Departure. Squawk.
We'll check out the replay once we've got on stand as well, see what that looks like. Ground Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
Easy 36 X-ray Bravo, taxi stands 30 via Hotel Bravo. Hotel Bravo.
Hotel Bravo, stand 30, Easy 36 X-ray Bravo.
All stations, Stansted ground is now closed. Please monitor London Control at 118.475.
Right, let's see where we're going. Don't know what the landing rate was. Didn't look too bad to me. I was happy with it. What was noticeable though, and I don't know if it'll be more obvious in a replay, is we just needed to decrab. We needed a left rudder as we came in, which in the past always made me a little bit twitchy when using the Phoenix doing that, because you were going to lose the aileron authority. Ooh, wrong one. We don't lose that anymore, so we could keep the wings sort of level as we did that. Digital, what was it? 317? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Not going to break anything at 317. Double that, we might break something. Chelsea restriction for the go around is no right turn. That's where your hotel is. And blast the roof off. Is that someone on VATSIM flying a FedEx aircraft, or is that a static? That looks awesome. Nick, at least we didn't have to go around like London Control did 3 times. It must have been really bad weather though. 3 times go around. Isn't that an automatic divert? Unless landing was assured. I'm sure it was fine. Were you running on fumes by that point? Right, where we're going? Hotel Bravo and then 30. Let's have a quick look. Oh, right in the corner. We always get that one. If you're not sticking around for the replays, then please do hit the like button as you depart. Would really appreciate that. Viper, that's an actual VATSIM player in the FedEx. Fair play. Excellent. Wonder what aircraft it is. See if we can spot it as we go past. Racing Dad, thanks for the follow, and Viper as well. Yeah, thanks for the follow there. Appreciate that. Oh my God, what is that? Is that an MD-11? How often do you see that in the sim? Mind you, there is an MD-11, isn't there, out for Microsoft Flight Simulator? It was released ages ago, I think, now. Digital, thanks for being here, mate. I really appreciate that. Have a good day. Hope the puppy's treating you well. For X-Plane, there's a MD-11, definitely. There was a company that brought one out, I'm sure they did, for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It was payware as well. I don't think it got great reviews, though. Right, that's been 3 minutes. I don't know. I didn't start the timer in the... didn't start the timer... Oops. Not that that matters. I didn't start the timer in the flight deck. I just noted the time as we touched down. So yeah, that's been 3 minutes. Let's single engine taxi our way in. Let's be a good little Easyjet. Is that the diamond hangar there on the right? That FedEx looks awesome. Aircraft bouncing and bopping away in front of us. Anyway, welcome to Stansted, guys. What a great evening flight that was. That's not Bravo, is it? No, next one's Bravo. Live weather's painting very pretty pictures in the sky tonight. Sammy, thanks for the follow, and to Noble Drew as well. Welcome, guys. There we go, there's Bravo. What's the aircraft in front of us, anybody? I've not clearly got a model matching for it. It's very rare I see now any sort of default paint schemes or aircraft in the sim, because the model matching now is so good. There's a Lauda Air, clearly getting some GSX pushback. I wish the two could sort that out. It does spoil the immersion, doesn't it, when you suddenly see a aircraft being dragged backwards by its tail. Sonia, what small airport in Europe with a beautiful approach would I recommend? Bilbao, off the top of my head. Small airport, gorgeous approach down the valley. Let's throw a bit of GSX in. Ryanair? Ugh. NJ, did we use self-loading cargo today? We did indeed, yeah. 5 to the fancy holder on runway 22 for ages. It must be a busy night. Do you know, I have noticed recently quite a lot of performance issues, stuttering and stuff like that. And it's not Phoenix related. Do you remember about a week ago there was an issue with the servers? Ever since then I seem to have struggled on the ground at busy airports where we never used to before. I'm not quite sure what the reason for it would be. Kevin, do we have DLSS? I do need to check my settings just to make sure nothing has changed without me knowing, because they tend to do that sometimes, don't they? And as amazing as the sim looks, I would rather have sort of stutter. I mean, you don't get stutters in the air. When you're in the air, it's fine, but just like now on the ground, panning around, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not unplayable. And I'm quite happy with 30 FPS as long as it's, you know, consistent. Stub-it upgrade needed. Yeah, how do I convince the wife of that? Sorry kids, you can't eat this week. Daddy needs a new GPU. Oh! Oh, that's annoying. What is that? Oh well, we're going to come off VATSIM anyway so I can run the replay, so we'll get rid of that. Which one do we believe? I'm going to believe Innerbuilds, which is the one on the right, I think. Not that it matters, we're going to get the replay going in a second. That'll do. Okay, awesome. Alright, let me get off VATSIM then before we run this replay. Thank you to everyone who's flown alongside us today. Let's get rid of that. Self-loading cargo. We're going to close that down, otherwise the passengers scream when I teleport them through time and space. Exit self-loading cargo. Come on then, let's check out this replay, if SkyDolly will work and do its thing. There we go. There we are. SkyDolly has become really sophisticated recently because it now records flap lever positions and all that kind of stuff, which is great, which is really great. But there you are. And I'm really glad you enjoyed the flight. I know you like Belfast as well, don't you? We'll have to land there at some point because it's just an awesome airport. After all the hype of East Midlands as well, we've not done East Midlands for a while. Might need to do some more A330 cargo ops there. I can't do Boeing cargo ops because I can't fly Boeing aircraft. Stubby, will we do any flights to Edinburgh? Didn't we do Edinburgh? Was it yesterday? Day before? I honestly can't remember. It wasn't a long time ago. I know that for a fact. Captain HW, you got your 4 stripes. No, I completely missed that. Thank you, mate. Long time supporter. Great to have you there. Cycling Pilot, is this the flight recorder or is it a different replay system? This is called SkyDolly. It's free. Free on flightsim.to. SkyDolly it is. Well, let's check this out. See if the landing was as... It wasn't. I was going to say the landing was as bad as it appeared with the FPS, but it wasn't. It was fine. There you go. And that's why it's unreliable. 72. take 72 all day long. Love that. And I bet if we do another landing outside the other window, 1 second. Not quite sure why the flaps are retracting, but never mind. If we do a landing outside the other window, I'll bet you any money the FPS will be different again. Okay, Pete, do you want to see an external view? I'll do that for you in a second. Then I'm going to have to get off and cook our tea. Oh, there you go. So basically, if you sat on the right-hand side of the aircraft, it was a tough landing. You sat on the left-hand side, brilliant. Go on then, quick outside view. This is where you'll really see what it looked like. There you go. To be honest, after seeing that, I think it was closer to 72 than 312. But who cares? Centre line touchdown zone, and we're done. Lovely. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on our flight today. So it's not very often we get to do sort of late afternoon, early evening streams like we've done today. Massive thanks as well to JB Controller for bringing all your guys in as well over on Twitch. Hope you have enjoyed it. So many new followers as well today, guys, on Twitch as well, which I'm really grateful for. I'm going to leave you out, of course, with a final replay as well. So thank you so much, guys. Our next live stream will, of course, be posted in our Discord server as always. If you're not on that, check the video description and there should be a link in there to join our Discord, in which case I will chat to you all on there and of course let you know when our next live stream is. Thanks so much, everyone. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the evening, have a great day, and I will hopefully see you all again very soon. Have a great night, everyone. Bye bye.
Retard.